We got a special guest in the studio, and it's already been a good day. It's about to get a little better. I'm Chad Hastings. He is Isaiah Collier, and he picks out a beat for us to start every third hour. What do you got, Zay?
This is Rick Ross.
Okay.
Super high.
Super high?
Super high.
Okay, we're just not even hiding it at all. We're just going right in.
No.
All right. Rick Ross beat, and we are super high. Well, we are high to have this guy in the room with us. We told you about the event. If you go to hornfm.com, you can find out about two different events. AEW is coming to town for Dynamite and Rampage at the Moody Center next Wednesday. Go check that out for your tickets if you want to grab them. And if you're looking to help out a really cool organization, next Friday is the Big Lift, benefiting the USA Weightlifting Foundation. And joining us right now in studio, we'll give Vaqueros a little love. The Vaqueros Cafe and Cantina hotline brings us all the guests, but he's sitting right over there. He is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Good to be on here with you, man. You know that y'all are my news source.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't really watch the news much unless it's something I really need to see.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have the app on my phone, and everywhere I am in the world. I mean, I've listened to y'all in Canada and
let me get you to pull that mic up a little bit, because that wonderful beard of yours might be. We want to get every bit of tone in that. What is that? There
yeah.
There we go. Come on, Mark Henry.
Come on now.
Tell him about it.
Sexual chocolate.
Thank you,
Coming
sir.
back.
He's back.
He's
Thank
back,
you,
baby.
Thank
No,
you.
man. Sexual chocolate never left.
Okay.
Zay. Easy now.
Oh, man.
But man, I mean, England, you name a place like that I've traveled, like I listen to the app. That's how I get my news.
Oh, thank you. So that's a little scary, thinking that you're somewhere around the world listening to like Zay or me or one of our other shows, just, going off on something. We're trying to find facts on Wikipedia, and you think it's the news. That scares me a little bit.
Hey, you know what? Every now and then you just have to go with the fake news and then fake it till you make
There
it.
you go. Right. That's kind of the way it is. All right. So we mentioned both events next week. I am obviously excited for both. I'm also honored that you asked me to be the MC. How many people were unavailable or said no before you got to me?
Only one.
Just one?
Only one.
Okay.
You were second on my list anyway.
I'm honored.
And
That's big time.
Maria Menounos, she was battling cancer as well as their baby came.
You did not have her first.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
She's awesome. She's like the biggest wrestling fan in the world.
She is that.
And brother, I mean, she was like, Mark, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's going to be close, but I'm going to say yes. But if the baby comes, then I have to pull out.
Wow.
And like you got the call a month out.
Dude, that's crazy. Now I got more pressure on me. I had
no pressure.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Listen,
that
we're
I
gonna
would
have
be
fun
right after Maria. Come on now.
You're gonna be like Joe Rogan. You're gonna be like the comedy guy. You're gonna be pointing out in the crowd. Oh my God, look at this guy. Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I know who she is.
Hey, let's start throwing some names out. You've given me a couple ideas. What names can you tell people will be there at the event next Friday? What do we
Mayfield.
know?
Ooh.
Baker.
A starter for the Tampa
Yeah.
Bay Buccaneers.
TJ Ford.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
GOAT.
Nate Boyer.
Oh, wow. Reef, Big Nate.
Liz Cambridge.
Yo.
Yeah.
Look at Zay.
Yo.
Look at Zay.
Mark.
I knew Zay
Mark,
would like
come
that
on
one.
now, Mark. She hasn't played in a while, but I'm still keeping up with
She
Liz
said she
Cambridge.
was single.
I'm married.
Oh,
bro.
you married.
I'm
You
married now.
off
Back
the
in my
list.
day, boy.
She is something, man.
So
Love her.
You watch a lot of movies?
I watch a few.
You ever seen a show called Greenleaf?
No, I'm sorry.
So the producer of Greenleaf is coming.
Okay.
Princess Morris.
Very nice.
That's the
unbelievable.
That's the Oprah
director.
Channel show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like she's one of the top. She won the Mario Van Peebles Award. Like, I mean, there's gonna be some dogs in there, but I'm just saying there's gonna be Olympic gold medalists as far as you can see. There's gonna be enough gold in that room to rival Fort Knox.
Wow. What percentage of the room can squat 500? How about that?
Ooh, 500. Vernon Davis is pretty strong.
Vernon Davis.
Wait. Vernon
Tight
Davis
end
going to be
Vernon
there?
Davis?
Vernon Davis is going to be there.
Dude, we got to get you and Vernon Davis to do some combine drills that night. Is there any way we can do that?
No.
Can we do that?
I'm old.
Come on, man.
I'm a lot older than Vernon.
Come on, Mark Henry.
Oh, no, man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But you know what, man? Like, as many great athletes are going to be there. I just got a special place in my heart because being a little kid in Texas, it's very rare that you get the opportunity to meet your heroes. And about maybe 15 years ago, I befriended this gentleman that, you know, he rolls off people's lips and people just savor it. And that's the Tyler Rose. Earl Campbell.
Okay.
And when Earl said, "Look, I'm coming," he called me.
Wow, really?
He was like, "Man, my son said you're doing something. What are you doing?"
That's the best intro I've ever heard. Earl just calls up, "Hey, the kid said you're doing something. What's the deal?"
Shout out,
What's
TC.
happening?
And I said, "Earl, don't tease me. If you come, I'm gonna lose it." And he was like, "I'm coming."
How many people you think are going to fanboy over Earl Campbell that
Bro,
night?
it's gonna be a line of celebrities that are going to be waiting.
They're going to be
on Earl.
pushing you out to the side. Baker Mayfield's going to get elbowed out of the way.
Oh yeah, man. Like he's special, man. It's just there's celebrities. Muhammad Ali and Magic Johnson were also real high on my list of people that I loved growing up. And Earl he's one of those.
Man, that is so cool. So you hear some of those names that are going to be at this event.
Rulon Gardner,
Next for there,
Olympic gold medalist.
Dude, that's where I was waiting.
Okay.
I was
Wrestling,
waiting for you to
man.
throw that one out. Rulon Gardner. That was how many Olympics ago was that? I'm an old man now. That was a
Man,
while ago.
Don't.
But I'll
don't
never,
make me lie to you.
I'll do the research. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hey,
Say you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
that's good. I'll get your research done before next Friday. You're good. You're good. Rulon Gardner, you hear those names. Vernon Davis, Cambridge, Nate Boyer, TJ Ford, Baker Mayfield, and more. Go to hornfm.com and get your tickets. 6:30 cocktails, 8 o'clock the dinner and auction, a hosted full bar, and an incredible dining experience. And again, interaction with the Olympic and sports greats. And so, Mark, this is all to raise money for the USA Weightlifting Foundation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're a part
I'm
of that?
on the board.
You're on the board. Okay.
Yeah. I became a member of the board after going to a couple of the galas, and I just knew it could be better. And when I started talking to them about fundraising, I had never fundraised a day in my life, but man, I've gave hundreds of thousands of dollars in charities, you know, going to these galas here in Austin, wanting to support mostly kid foundations, but it ended up, you know, being something where I not just support a kid foundation, but a lot of people that's sick, you know, mental health, you know, areas. So like, you know, it's really nothing that's kind of been untouched in the last 10 years. And I wanted to be a part of the building process for it. And they were like, let's do it. And joined the board, and here we are in Austin, Texas.
That's awesome.
May 19th.
Look at that.
At the Van Zant, man, it's going to be awesome.
Big smile on his face.
Yeah, that's big time.
I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
I'm excited. It's, you know, it's very few grounds that I haven't touched, and this is one of them. You know, so I want the energy in the room to be fun, and that's why I was saying there's no pressure. You know, you may have to read a couple of liners, you know, introducing people, but outside of that, I want you to be you. That's why I wanted you to do it.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, you got the perfect man, Mark.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, it was two. That's an easy decision.
That's a win.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Mark, because one documentary that I remember watching back in the day was on Julius
Michael
Erving.
Jordan will not be at the event. I'm just telling you right now. I know where you was going. You're a basketball
guy. I wasn't
guy.
going with that, but I appreciate you throwing that out there because I was speculating a little bit. But, you know, I watched the Julius Erving documentary, and we know what he was known for, just his athleticism and his dunking. And now that he's in his probably 70s or so, every birthday he still sees if he could dunk the ball. And I don't know if he's still going, but when it
Wow.
came out, he was around his 60s and he was still dunking it. He wasn't throwing windmills or, 360s or anything,
Right.
but he still get up there and punch it. And just knowing your history and what you've done throughout your career.
Zay, put it out your mind.
Do you?
I want you to
Hang on.
take all of that.
You've done a lot. You don't know where
Ball
he's
it up.
going. Come on now.
Yeah, you know
No,
where I'm
he's
going.
finna ask me, can I still dunk?
I'm not.
No, he's not. No, I think he's going somewhere else. Zay, where are you going?
Are there any workouts that you do where you're like, okay, I still got it, that you just want to see, test your strength? We're back in your days to where you see now, okay, even though I'm not what I was, you're still in great shape. I'm looking at you now. You're still in great shape.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you do? Like, what's the workout routine nowadays?
So I do what you call a 300 workout. I do 300 reps every day, and 100 upper body reps, 100 core reps, and 100 lower body reps. And you want to do it as fast as possible. You want to do it under 30 minutes, under 20 minutes preferably,
Obviously.
because you want you want
clearly.
the cardiovascular side of it to take a hold.
Right.
So I mean, you do 25 of these, 25 of those. Just make up. You could pick whatever exercise you want, but you got to do 100 reps of it, and you got to get it. It's get down, and then you stretch, and then you work on mobility, and that's it for me. But my son is in the gym real hard, and he's doing the heavy lifting, and he went down from 600 to 500 to 400, and that was the end of his workout. Doing reps, and before we took the 400 off, I was like, cold, no sweat, no warm up, nothing, just standing there.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try it, and I pulled it pretty easily.
Right.
And I've been on the shelf. That was about 3 months ago. I have not lifted a weight in 3 months.
What kind
My
of
back hurt so bad.
What kind of lift you talking about?
man.
What
400.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Henry, he's such a good guy. He raised money for charities.
What?
Yeah, he was 52 years old and cold.
Oh.
Tried to pick up 400 pounds, almost blew his back out. That's what happened.
What kind of lift were you doing for 400?
Deadlift.
Okay, you were just
It was just, I wasn't going to squat it or try to bench.
I'm just checking. It's you, so I'm checking.
Oh, man, that was stupid. Those moments where you just go, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
That's impressive, though.
But I still did it.
Yeah.
I've never thought of
I
this.
paid for it.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like it. My God. I never thought of this question before, but if a normal person like me goes to work out with you, do you make them sign a waiver? I mean,
No.
how does that work? Like, the idea of when you think of a workout and when the rest of us think of a workout, it's a very different world. So
this summer, when I do my Mark Henry Strong Kid events at Hit Athletic, where, oh, man, I have to use landmarks. On Burnett and Anderson Lane.
Yeah, right.
There's a gym called Hit Athletic. Adam Boying, right over here in Westlake, owns it. We've been putting on the Strong Kid events, since 18. And you can come by there and get the workouts because we don't just work out.
Right.
They do the 300, and then they do sports performance, and then we compete. We hang on the bars to see how long you can stay.
Wow.
We do tug of war. We do dodgeball. We compete. You got to teach kids to compete. You can't just do all the sports performance and then don't have no objective.
Man, I think the only thing I might be able to beat you in is
come in there.
I think dodgeball.
Come in there.
I
Boy, them
might have a
kids,
shot.
Boy, them
I want to
kids-
come in there.
Since you have a little more target
Play some
area than I
dodgeball?
do, I might be successful in dodgeball. Maybe.
Well, I don't play.
Oh,
I
well,
teach.
oh, okay.
my playing days are over. Yes,
Okay,
sir. They're
fair
over.
enough.
But it's funny to see some of those kids like they try to take your legs out.
Damn.
No headshots. That's the number one thing, guys.
No
do not-
headshots?
Do not hit anybody above the shoulders.
Okay.
And
This is not how they taught it at
Yeah.
Waxahachie Middle School.
hey man,
Things have changed a little bit.
I don't know if the little girl last year was mad at one of the boys for hitting her real hard, but she rifled and hit this boy in the face. I had to like act like I didn't want to laugh, but it was funny.
Oh my
God, that was good.
All right, Mark Henry's joining us here in studio. Again, the AEW event next Wednesday, USA Weightlifting Foundation.
Sir.
The big lift is next Friday night. We had the Rick Ross beat to start the hour, and we have the world's strongest man in studio with us, Mark Henry, talking about this USA Weightlifting Foundation event next Friday night. But since I am a mark for pro wrestling and now AEW, shout out to my buddy Rick who got me into AEW, and I can't get away from it now. I'm addicted. They're coming next Wednesday. Mark, it is the first time that AEW, Dynamite, and Rampage, for people who don't know, you get 2 shows in one.
Yeah.
You get to go see live.
You get your money's worth.
You absolutely do. I was at the one out in Cedar Park, and you get that money's worth. All kinds of matches. You get the Dynamite live, and then you get, after that, you'll get the stuff that'll end up appearing on.
That'll show on Friday.
That'll show on Friday on Rampage. It's very, very cool. First time at the Moody Center. How excited are you about this?
Man, I'm excited because, you know, that's Austin's finest. You made it. It's like being in New York and you perform on Broadway and you're not off Broadway. Like when you perform at the Irwin Center, when you perform at the Moody Center, it means you arrived.
Yeah.
And AEW, we're there. I mean, you know, you said we're going and we're going to Europe. We're going to London here coming up in August, and it's going to be at Wembley. It's going to be at Wembley Stadium, and we've already, you know, surpassed 70,000 tickets.
That's awesome.
So like you've arrived, and I'm excited, man. Just to be in Austin and to be able to have like some of the Austin faithful, you know, that's going to show up to the event, as well as all of these beautiful Austin fans that love pro wrestling and the surrounding areas. I know people from San Antonio and Waco that are coming to the show.
Wow, that's cool.
Man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. And is there any truth to the rumor that there will be a trios handicap match, you against 3 wrestlers? Is that still happening?
No.
That's a no?
I would say that's a no.
Oh, that is a no. Okay.
Because I am a retired. I am not coming out like Ric Flair.
No, I'm proud of you for that. I've told you I'm proud of you for that. You got to keep resisting.
Listen,
you got to keep resisting.
Now, there's a number.
Oh, okay.
There's a number that can get me out for one night only, because I'm going to need like a year to heal up.
Yeah, especially after deadlifting.
Let's try to just deadlift cold 400 out here.
What a dummy.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Mark, let me ask you this. What do you think about the Pat McAfees and the Bad Bunnies and the Jake Pauls?
I love it because the people that you named are actually serious about wrestling. It's like if Chad was physically able to, he would do it because he loved it like that.
He said if like he just knows it's
no,
impossible.
I know.
Did you hear that? You hear how quickly he did that?
Listen,
okay, so if Chad was worthy.
I mean, you wouldn't be
I
on the
didn't say if you was
turnbuckle type
worthy.
of guy.
I didn't say if you were. You definitely were.
No, I know what you're saying.
You can pull the sword from the stone. But I'm just saying,
no,
if
you're right.
you go out there and try to do a 25-minute match like Bad Bunny did, you would be beyond sore and damaged. The things that he did, he's the greatest celebrity, non-wrestling athlete performer I ever saw.
Wow. Okay.
I've never seen nothing. Man, that was grown up stuff, man. He
like he don't even got a singing career.
He don't
like he don't even care about selling out shows for his music or nothing, the way he be throwing his body around.
He was flying. I'm just to show you his commitment. He was flying from off tour. He would do a show, like he'd do a big show at the Staples Center or the Crypto Arena. He would do a show, get in his jet, fly to Orlando, and go to practice.
What?
Wow. And work for 3 hours with coaches and do film review and watch yourself over again and say, that's not good. Don't do that. Do this.
Like the pros do.
Like the pros. It's pro wrestling is pro wrestling. And then he would leave there and then fly to Nashville and do a show. Like, the dude was committed, and I respect him to all hell. That man, he could actually be a professional wrestler if he wanted to.
Yeah.
That's how good he is. Mm-hmm. And the little bitty things is what make a great performer, a historically great performer. he's only had 3 matches, and he's already doing stuff that I expect out of Hall of Famers.
Right.
And I'm like, what is going on? Like, is this dude a mutant or something? Because it's incredible. And the same thing, you mentioned Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee loved wrestling growing up. It's kind of like where he bases his persona. Like he'll wrestlers to do anything. Pat McAfee, he'll whatever you want to do, he's up for it.
Oh, and there's a lot of promo cutting to him. You listen to Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee has always been able to cut a promo.
Yes, he has.
And then he got in that ring, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's an incredible athlete, too.
Yeah. No, he did a couple things I'll never forget. First time I saw him in a match, I'm like, yep, he can do it. And Paul's the same way. Yeah. People can say whatever they want about. That's Logan Paul, correct?
Jake Paul.
Logan,
yeah, my bad.
people can say whatever. That dude is a phenomenal athlete.
Wow.
Have you ever seen him? There's a video of him and his brother on social media playing football with LeBron James and a bunch of other L.A. Rams. And, man, listen, LeBron should have played football. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to roll that grenade. Davis. I would roll that grenade.
He'd have been that tight end.
Golly, man. Unbelievable. But Jake Paul and Logan Paul were running routes and stuff, and I just could not believe how fast and how explosive they were out of cuts. Like they played before or something.
Holding their own.
There's some athletes out there in this world, man. They just in the wrong sports.
That is good stuff.
I like what y'all are doing with Rick Ross too. In AEW. I like his little cameos and stuff. Ross is hilarious.
He is unbelievably funny. I didn't expect it. You know, I've known Rick. I've been to birthdays at his house and stuff like that. But he has showed me a different side of him. Accusations. Like nobody said nothing, Rick. But you know that's not whatever they said is not true. Oh my God, he's a mess.
Mark Henry joining us in studio. Let's get a little bit of why today matters because I got a question I want to throw at the world's strongest man. Here we go. All right, before we get to something else, Zay just got an update out of the NBA. Remember tonight it's Boston and Philly at 6:30. Philly trying to close it. Denver at Phoenix. More bad news for the Phoenix Suns, Zay?
Yep, DeAndre Ayton will not be playing tonight. He has a rib contusion. So just say you scared, DeAndre. Just say Nikola Jokic is whooping my ass. I am flat out scared. I ain't trying to play tonight.
You can't put bruised ego on the injury report. They don't allow that.
You might as well.
Come on, man.
Man, rub some dirt on that and get out there.
That's a rough one there. So that'll be tonight at 9 o'clock. I already kind of thought Denver was finishing it. Now Durant and Booker are going to have to go crazy to win that game.
Maybe 40 apiece instead of 35.
Right.
One of them are going to go Kobe tonight.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. It's going to and we know which one of them can do that. And with all due respect to Mr. Durant, it's Booker that reminds you were talking about how he reminds you of Kobe.
Oh yeah, the footwork, the fadeaways, the ball handling, the aggressiveness,
the
attitude. Yeah,
I heard that a national person echo that thought the other day, and I totally agree. That is who that could be tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that. No Ayton in that Phoenix game tonight. All right. So why today matters? Today is National Eat What You Want Day. So. To you two guys and to everybody else on the Specs text line, 337-3776. If for one day you could eat anything you wanted, it will not go to your hips, it will not go to your waist, it will not be bad for you, it won't be bad for your teeth, it won't be bad at all. What do you eat, Mark Henry? What do you want?
You mean like yesterday?
Yes. Anything you want as much as you want. What is it?
Man. But I eat well. It's not like it's bad for you. All the sushi I could eat.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Just sushi all day.
Man, sun up to sundown.
Okay. Zay?
That's tough. Probably just a fried Cajun platter. Give me some shrimp in this.
You know, I'm changing mine. I'm joining Zay.
You going Cajun now?
Yeah, me and Zay, we're going to get some gumbo.
Yeah, some gumbo, baby.
Some fried fish.
Yeah, it's going down.
Some shrimp and crab cakes.
Ooh, crab cakes is one of my favorites. That is good.
Cajun platter. That's all right, Zay. You all right.
I'm so simple. I was driving in today, and all I thought of was pizza, root beer, Skittles, and cheese puffs. That's all I could think of.
So you basically want to go to my car.
Yeah, I want to eat like a 10-year-old is what I want to do.
Everything but the Skittles. I mean, everything but the pizza.
But the pizza, okay, yeah. I'm telling you.
Cheese Puff's still a thing?
Cheese Puff's still a thing. They're in my truck right now. I can't wait to get back to my truck.
Dude, I could eat cheese. If it wasn't bad for me, I could eat cheese puffs / cheese balls for 10 hours straight.
See, that's what I'm
this
thinking
is
of,
going to
cheese
be
balls.
a commercial, but have you ever put hot sauce on cheese puffs?
No.
Tabasco.
Really?
Yes,
Tabasco
man.
cheese puffs.
Yes, sir.
Now that's a cheese puff
Change
connoisseur
your life.
right there.
Change your life.
That man, you know what? Nobody ever put Tabasco on like their 10th cheese puff. It has to be at least your 500 to 1,000th cheese puff.
Oh, yeah.
Before you're thinking of that.
And pork rinds. Pork
okay,
rinds
man.
fit in that Cajun because you really got to go to Scott, Louisiana
Okay.
to really get some real good Cajun, pork rinds.
Where you go, spicy pork rinds, Cajun pork rinds?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
Don Seafood, baby.
That is good stuff.
Woo.
Let us know on the Specs text line what you think. It is National Eat What You Want Day. If you could eat anything you want all day long for a whole day, it wasn't bad for you. What would you want? But like Mark said, we all know it's bad for us. We still eat some of it sometimes. All right, so let's get you the reminder again. A couple things here. So AEW event is next Wednesday. You want those tickets. hornfm.com. You can go find the link there. You can also find the link to the Big Lift event at the Hotel Van Zandt next Friday night. I'm going to be the MC, and all these famous folks are going to be showing up. You got any more names you could throw at the people?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the Longhorns.
Okay, yeah, let's get the Longhorn folks excited.
So let's Michael Griffin.
Okay.
Brian Arakpo.
Okay.
Derek Johnson.
Ooh.
Corey Redding.
Wow.
Man, like I'm so excited because those guys, I watched them and idolized their play, and for them to come and support me, and also Emmanuel Acho, he donated and supported. Couldn't be here because of work, but he was like, man, I wish I could have been there, and that was enough for me.
Well, that's cool,
so,
man.
Like it's a lot of the Longhorn guys that have shown love, and they know whenever they have charity events, they got me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there.
Right.
Man. You remember the 99 2000 time?
Mm-hmm.
You remember Trey Thomas?
Trey Thomas.
Safety.
I think I remember the name. Yeah.
Yeah, Trey is coming from Houston.
Okay.
He took over the Catfish Station and is killing it in Houston.
Speaking of a food I could eat all day.
Yeah, hopefully we can get him here in Austin, doing it big again.
Very cool. There you go. Some more of those names that are going to be a part of it. Go to hornfm.com, find out more about the Big Lift. And also, get this. You talk about dreams coming true now. Mark Henry and his pipes have agreed to go on air with Coke FM.
Yes, sir.
Next Wednesday morning at 8:30 in the morning. That means Mark Henry and Bob Cole are going to be on the radio at the same time. I need y'all to sing some Barry White. I need y'all to go.
Sure, you're right.
Right. I need it to be.
We'll do some of
bass
those old
level.
Fred Sanford songs. You remember If I Didn't Care?
Exactly. That's what we need.
That was legit. That was pretty good.
Two
Fred.
of my favorite voices of all time are going to be hanging out together. That's Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. next week. He's going to be down there with Coke FM you're kind of doing like the Austin Radio Network car wash. You're going show to show to show to show.
Yeah, I'm doing it big. I want to cover every piece of ground I can.
There you go.
Because I don't want nobody to feel left out.
We appreciate that.
I love sports. But you know what, man? I got to go to the country channel. I got to go to the rock and roll channel, hip hop channel. I won't stay there too long because I got stuff to say. I like old school hip hop. I can't understand what the young people say today.
Oh.
That mumble rap.
I done turned into my mom. Turn that stuff off.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's how you know we're all getting old.
When you start criticizing your kids' music.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And when all the music you used to think was dangerous is being used to sell cars, that's when you realize, oh, well, it's different. It's very different now. They used to all be scared of that guy. Yeah, they're not scared of that guy anymore.
You looking for a car?
Not anymore. No, I'm good right now.
Okay.
Shout out to
Apple Leasing.
Shout out to Apple Leasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got y'all
Yeah.
got y'all guaranteed. Okay. I was gonna send you somewhere else.
Okay.
But,
All right.
but I tell you off the air because
Okay,
I don't
fair
want
enough.
no trouble.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's good. Always good to see you. I can't wait for the event next week, and we'll get you on next week as well. Maybe we can shoot for like after AEW, before the event. Get a review preview going.
Let's go.
We'll
I'm
do
with
it?
it.
Okay.
I'm with it.
That is Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen, world's strongest man. And if you haven't checked out AEW and you love yourself some pro wrestling, you need to check it out. Also, that All Access show, I'm now addicted. Addicted to that, too. Little reality TV to go with the pro wrestling.
Stir the pot. That's what I call the
it's
show.
Fantastic. I have learned more about Sammy Guevara in the last few weeks than I ever thought I would. And now Adam Cole and Britt Baker, they're my favorite couple on television. I don't know how that happened. Crazy.